Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The glories of Jaya Ekadashi. Jaya Ekadashi occurs during the waxing moon in the month of January or February. The glories are described in the Bhavishyotar Puran in the conversation between Lord Krishna and Maharaj Yudhishthir. Once Maharaj Yudhishthir asked Lord Shri Krishna, Lord Krishna, Lord of the universe, you are the original cause of the four types of living entities, namely those who are born from perspiration, those born from seeds, those born from eggs, and those born from embryos. You alone are the creator, maintainer, and destroyer of everything. Please describe to me the glories of the Ekadashi that occurs during the waxing moon in the month of January or February. Also, please explain to me the procedure for observing this Ekadashi, and which deity is to be worshipped on this auspicious day. Lord Krishna said, Yudhishthir, the Ekadashi, which occurs during the waxing moon in the month of January or February, is called Jaya. By following this Ekadashi, all of one's sinful reactions are vanquished. The performer of this Ekadashi will never have to accept the body of a ghost. As far as awarding liberation and exhausting one's sinful reactions, this Ekadashi has no substitute. Now please hear the description of this Ekadashi, which I have previously narrated in Padma Puran. The story goes, the demigods were living happily in the heavenly kingdom of Indra under his rule, in the Nandankanan forest, which was filled with the fragrance of fully blossomed Parijat flowers, and where the Apsaras freely enjoyed their lives. Indra also enjoyed various exchanges with the Apsaras. Once, being in a pleasant mood, Indra arranged a dance festival of 50 million Apsaras. In that assembly, there was a Gandharva singer named Pushpadant. Also, a Gandharva named Chitrasen came there along with his wife Malini and his daughter. Chitrasen had a son named Pushpavan, whose son was Malyavan. A Gandharvi named Pushpavati became attracted by the beauty of Malyavan. Being pierced by the sharp arrows of Cupid, the most beautiful Pushpavati tried various ways, such as by gestures and glances, to bring Malyavan under her control. O king, how can I describe the splendid beauty of Pushpavati? She had beautiful arms which resembled the ropes of the Cupid, and the beauty of her face resembled the full moon. She had broad eyes, ears decorated with earrings, and her neck defeated the beauty of the conch. Her waist was thin, her breasts were highly raised, her hips were broad, and her thighs were like banana trees. Her shining feet defeated the beauty of the red lotus flower. All her beautiful features appeared even more enchanting because of being decorated with gorgeous ornaments and garments. On seeing such a beautiful woman as Pushpavati, Malyavan became totally captivated. In order to please Indra, both Malyavan and Pushpavati began to perform dances and singing with other Apsaras. But since they were so attracted to each other, they could not perform well. As a result, there was a disturbance in the ongoing performance. Continuously looking at each other through the corners of their eyes, they became pierced by the arrows of Cupid. When Indra noticed the perpetual disturbance, he understood their mental condition. Due to the constant disturbance in the performance, Indra felt insulted and cursed them as follows. Both of you are fools and sinful. You have disobeyed my order. Hence, I'm cursing you. Both of you will accept the bodies of a male and female ghost and take birth in the earthly planet and enjoy the result of your karma. After being cursed in this way, both Malyavan and Pushpavati received the bodies of a ghost and began spending their miserable lives within a cave of the Himalaya mountain. As a result of receiving ghostly bodies, both of them felt great distress and lamentation. By the influence of the curse, they could not take pleasure from the sense of smelling, touching, or even sleeping. While wandering in the dense forest and cold mountainous regions of the Himalayas, they sat down somewhere and began to introspect. The male ghost said to the female ghost, What heinous sinful activities we have committed that we have received such a miserable ghostly body. Feeling extreme sadness, they merged into the ocean of repentance. Both Malyavan and Pushpavati, in the form of male and female ghosts, spent the whole day without taking any food, while continuously repenting for their misdeeds. Coincidentally, this day was the auspicious day of Jaya Ekadashi. Although they were extremely afflicted with hunger and thirst, they did not kill any living entity on that day. They even abstained from taking any roots, fruits, or water. King, in this way, when the ghost couple was sitting under the banyan tree, in a miserable condition, the sun was about to set. Due to the freezing cold and being absorbed in deep thought, they felt great unhappiness and spent the entire night without sleeping. Due to their mental disturbance, no propensity for sense gratification appeared in their hearts. Yudhishthir, in this way, they unknowingly observed the vow of Jaya Ekadashi. And by the influence of the piety accumulated by observing this vow, the very next day they attained liberation from their ghostly bodies. Thereafter, Pushpavati and Malyavan regained their original positions and returned to heaven through the airplanes. On returning to heaven, they both happily approached Indra, king of the demigods, and offered their obeisances. When Indra saw them, he was struck with wonder and exclaimed, "What a wonder! By the influence of which piety have your ghostly conditions been destroyed? Which demigod has freed you from my curse?" In answer to this, Malyavan said, "By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Lord and a result of observing the vow of Jaya Ekadashi, we have become freed from your curse. Master, I'm telling you with full conviction that we have become freed from our ghostly lives simply by the influence of devotional service." After hearing these words, Indra again said to Malyavan, "You've become purified as a result of executing devotional service to Lord Vishnu and observing the vow of Ekadashi. Therefore, now you are even worshipable by me." Those human beings who are engaged in devotional service of Vishnu are certainly worshipped and respected by me. Thereafter, Pushpavati and Malyavan began to live happily in the heavenly forest. O King Yudhishthir, one must observe the vow of Ekadashi. Observance of the vow of Jaya Ekadashi takes away even the sin of killing a Brahmin. The secondary fruits of observing this vow is that one automatically receives the piety of giving in charity, performing sacrifice, and visiting holy places. If one properly follows the vow of this Ekadashi with faith and devotion, then he lives in Vaikunt forever. Just by reading and hearing the glories of this Ekadashi, one can attain the result of an Agni Stoma Yagya. Shri Krishna Kanhaiya Lal Ki Jai. God bless.